Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's nice to see you again. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mismaida Qoirun Nisa. Today, I'd like to talk about teaching English for young learners. My talk will be in 5 parts. First, the concept of teaching English. Second, the characteristic of young learners for SD, SMP, and SMA. The third, the problem of teaching young learners. Fourth, the ways of teaching English for young learners. And the last, the conclusion. Now, I'd like to turn to first point. It's the concept of teaching English. Learning power is perceived from 3 levels. The first level is the elementary levels, including knowledge and experience, reflection and strategy, perseverance and enterprise. The second level, the approach level, covers communication and cooperation, and practice and activities. And the third level is the target level. Students develop their elementary equalities in the first level through communicative, cooperative practice and activities in the second level, and finally reach the third level of critical thinking of creativity. Second point is the characteristic of young learners for SD, SMP, SMA. First, in elementary school for SD, age children prefer to learn while playing or doing or feeling something directly instead of sitting for hours in their chairs. So teachers are required to be more creative by designing varied learning models and making children happy to do activities at school. Some of the characteristics of elementary school-age children in general are as follows. Fourth part. First, happy to play. Second, happy to move. Third, happy to work in group. And last, happy to practice directly. And second, in junior high school for SMP, children have reached the age of teenager for 12 to 15. At this time, children experience a transition period from childhood to adulthood. Adolescence is a time when children start looking for identity. They do not want to be treated like children, but are not mature enough to think. In addition, physically and psychology begin to see a significant difference. In general, the character of junior high school age difference can be seen from the following aspects. First, physical growth. Second, development of thinking. Third, stable emotion. Fourth, social, moral, and personality development. And for high school age children, for SMA, children have begun to process in ways of thinking, distinguishing between what is good or not, setting priorities, and so on. Therefore, at this time, it's necessary to know more about interests and talent of children to find out their strength and weakness in order to make the right choice. Communicating intensively and participating in various activities is one of way to explore their potential. And the third point, the problem of teaching young learners. There are 5 points. First, lack of preparation in teaching. This point is for teacher. Second, diverse student behavior. Third, help find interest and talents of students. This is for teacher too. Fourth, lack of student concentration. Fifth, lack of interaction in lesson. Fourth point, the ways of teaching English for young learners. There are 7 points. First, teachers teach the basic. Second, teach the pronunciation, especially for difficult pronunciation. Third, teach the noun after teaching the alphabet or number. Move to nouns. Fourth, teach verb and adjective. 5. Explain about tense and article. 6. Teach about common phrase. And the last, teach students how to compose simple sentence. And last point, the conclusion. In conclusion, however, in assessing young learners, the teacher also considers the characteristic of assessment instrument used because language or test can be good or poor. To arrive at the intended goal of the teaching learning of English at elementary school, there are several factors which need to be considered. Those factors are the theories of the teaching of language to young learners, the management of English classroom and atmosphere, and factors to consider in designing materials. Last but not least, thank you so much for the attention, and I'm deeply sorry if I made mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.